What if you could earn 5 to 10 times your current salary just by changing your zip code? In 2025, some countries are practically begging for skilled Filipinos, offering luxury-level salaries, free housing, and life-changing opportunities. But here's the catch. Not all high-paying jobs are created equal. Some are gold mines, others glittering traps. So today we reveal the 10 best countries paying Filipino expats the biggest salaries ranked by income, benefits, and demand. Stay tuned because number 2 is a rising giant and number 1, it's the richest surprise of them all. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're dreaming of a better life abroad, this channel is your roadmap to freedom. Let's go. Imagine this. You're a 34-year-old Filipino nurse from Davao. You've worked 10 years straight, pulling 12-hour shifts, barely making ends meet, and sending half your salary back home. Then your cousin messages you from Europe. 8. I just got hired in Luxembourg. Same job, but they're paying me 450,000 pesos a month. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, in 2025, it's happening more than you think, and that's why Luxembourg sits at the top of our list. This tiny European country, yes, smaller than Laguna, is a financial powerhouse. It's home to one of the highest GDPs per capita in the world, and it's practically rolling out the red carpet for Filipino professionals. We're talking monthly salaries ranging from 200,000 pesos to 500,000 pesos, especially in finance, IT, and healthcare. And it's not just about the money. Luxembourg offers free healthcare, generous paid leave, and world-class pension plans. Filipinos who land jobs here say they finally feel respected, protected, and rewarded for their hard work. Take Carlo, a systems analyst from Quezon City. He moved to Luxembourg in early 2024. Now, he earns triple his old salary, his kids go to school for free, and his wife says she finally sleeps at night not worried about bills or the next typhoon. But here's what really sets Luxembourg apart. It's not just rich, it's safe, clean, and stunning. You get big city career opportunities with a small town vibe. Plus, weekend trips to France, Germany, or Belgium, all just a train ride away. So if you're dreaming of financial freedom, career growth, and a better life for your family, Luxembourg might just be your golden ticket. Smash that like button if you're ready to chase opportunities like Carlo did. And don't go anywhere, because up next we're heading to a country where the oil money flows like water, and Filipinos are making CEO-level income without a college degree. You won't believe who ranks number 5. Stay tuned. Why are Filipino nurses treated better abroad than at home? Let's talk about it. How is it that a Filipino nurse working 12-hour shifts in Manila barely makes 18,000 pesos a month, while that same nurse, same skills, same dedication, gets offered over 2 million pesos a year in the United Kingdom? It's a question thousands of us have been asking, and in 2025, more and more Filipinos are answering it by packing their bags and never looking back. Meet Leia, a 29-year-old midwife from Bulacan. She worked 6 years at a local hospital, often skipping meals just to afford her commute and missing her child's birthdays because of back-to-back shifts. Then one day, she saw a post on Facebook. The UK needs 90,000 foreign nurses, Filipinos welcome, no placement fee, free accommodation, Aussie paid for. It sounded too good to be true until she took the leap. Now, Leia earns over 2.1 million pesos a year, lives in Manchester with her family, and says, for the first time in my life, I'm not surviving. So what's the deal with the UK? The United Kingdom has long relied on Filipino talent, especially in healthcare, education, and skilled trades. In 2025, the NHS is desperately hiring due to massive staffing shortages, an aging population, and a post-Brexit labor gap. If you're a nurse, carer, or medtech professional, you're not just wanted, you're needed. Here's the hard truth. UK nurses from the Philippines now earn between 1.7 to 2.3 million pesos per year. Many receive free housing, airfare, visa support, and relocation allowances. Some even get signing bonuses just to start sooner. And after passing the OSCE, your pay grade jumps instantly. But let's not sugarcoat it. Yes, the cost of living in places like London is high. Still, many Filipinos thrive thanks to generous pension plans, public health care, and an ever-growing Filipino community. In fact, there are over 250,000 Filipinos living in the UK today, and that number continues to rise. If you've ever felt underpaid or undervalued in the Philippines, ask yourself why settle when the UK is paying CEO level money for your skills. Smash that like button if you believe Filipino workers deserve better. And don't go anywhere, because country number 1 is even richer than Luxembourg, and what they're offering in 2025 will absolutely shock you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you take the leap like Leah, or is home still home no matter what? All right, let's dive into the world of Swiss opportunities. Switzerland, a country famed for its chocolates, precision watches, and let's be honest, those jaw-dropping salaries. But is it all fondue and financial freedom? Let's unwrap this Toblerone of truth. Picture this. You're a skilled Filipino professional, perhaps an IT specialist or a nurse, and you've just been offered a position in Switzerland with a monthly salary ranging from 275,000 pesos to 600,000 pesos. Sounds like you've hit the jackpot, right? Switzerland is renowned for offering some of the highest salaries in Europe, especially in sectors like finance, healthcare, and engineering. But before you start yodeling from the Alps, let's talk about the cost of living. Switzerland isn't just high in altitude, it's high in expenses too. Renting a one-bedroom apartment in city centers like Zurich or Geneva can set you back around CHF 2,250 per month. Groceries, dining out, and transportation are also on the pricier side. For instance, a casual meal might cost you CHF 30.8, and a monthly public transport pass averages around CHF 100. Let's talk about Crisanto, a Filipino nurse who moved to Geneva. Back home, he was earning modestly, but in Switzerland, his salary tripled. Excited, he indulged in the Swiss lifestyle. Weekend trips to the mountains, dining at fancy restaurants, and buying gifts for family back home. By the end of the month, Crisanto realized that despite his high salary, he was barely saving anything. The culprit? Not accounting for Switzerland's high living costs. However, it's not all about the expenses. Switzerland offers excellent public services, low crime rates, and a high quality of life. Healthcare is top-notch, though mandatory health insurance can cost between CHF 300 per month. Moreover, the country has extended work visa quotas for foreign workers in 2025, allowing up to 8,500 highly skilled professionals from non-EU countries to work in Switzerland. So, is Switzerland the dream destination for Filipino expats? It can be if you're prepared. The high salaries are tempting, but they come with equally high living costs. Budgeting becomes crucial. If you can navigate the expenses, Switzerland offers unparalleled professional growth and a quality lifestyle. Now over to you. Would you consider moving to Switzerland for a high-paying job, knowing the cost of living challenges? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this insight helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. Stay tuned, because next up, we're revealing a country that's offering incredible opportunities for Filipino expats in 2025. You won't want to miss it. Note, all financial figures are approximate and based on data available as of 2025. Ever wondered what it's like to trade the bustling streets of Manila for the serene fjords of Norway? Imagine swapping jeepneys for sleek trams and the tropical sun for the mesmerizing northern lights. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, for many Filipino professionals, it's becoming a reality. Let's talk numbers. Norway is actively seeking skilled professionals, especially in healthcare, engineering, and IT. In 2025, salaries for these roles are nothing short of enticing. Professionals, 600,000, 900,000 NOK annually, approximately 3.6 to 5.4 million pesos. Healthcare specialists, 500,000, 850,000 NOK annually, approximately 3 to 5.1 million pesos. Engineers, 600,000, 900,000 NOK annually, approximately 3.6 to 5.4 million pesos. Picture Anna, a dedicated nurse from Cebu. Back home, she juggled multiple jobs, barely making ends meet. One evening, scrolling through job listings, she stumbled upon an opportunity in Norway. Fast forward a year, and Anna's now earning in a month what she used to earn in a year. Beyond the paycheck, she's embraced a lifestyle filled with breathtaking landscapes and a work-life balance she never thought possible. But before you pack your bags, let's address the elephant, or should I say, reindeer in the room. Norway's cost of living, it's about 82% higher than that of the Philippines. From housing to groceries, expenses can add up quickly. For instance, a one-bedroom apartment in Oslo averages around 12,000 to 16,000 NOK per month, approximately 72,000 to 96,000 pesos. And here's the kicker. Despite the high costs, many expats find themselves with a comfortable cushion at the end of the day. Norway offers free healthcare, top-tier education, and a social welfare system that's the envy of many. Plus, the country's emphasis on work-life balance means you'll have plenty of time to explore its natural wonders. So what's the verdict? Norway offers a tantalizing mix of high earnings and a quality of life that's hard to beat. But as with any fairy tale, there are challenges to navigate. Would you take the plunge and trade the tropics for the tundra? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you found this insight helpful, give that like button some love. Stay tuned, because our next destination might just be your ticket to a new adventure. Imagine trading the busy streets of Metro Manila for the opulence of Doha, where the cityscape gleams with luxury skyscrapers and the possibilities seem endless. No, this isn't a fantasy, this is Qatar, one of the wealthiest countries on the planet, and it's calling out to skilled Filipino professionals like never before. In 2025, Qatar continues to be a dream destination for Filipinos looking to boost their income and secure financial freedom. Why? Well, it starts with tax-free salaries. That's right, no income tax, meaning your hard-earned money stays where it belongs, in your pocket. Salaries in Qatar can range from 50,000 to 225,000 pesos per month, depending on your profession. That's an impressive range, especially considering the country's commitment to offering generous compensation for skilled workers. From healthcare professionals to engineers, the demand is real and the rewards are rewarding. Take Jamal's story, for instance. Jamal, an engineer from Davao, was stuck in the grind of low-paying jobs, barely making ends meet. When he heard about the booming job market in Qatar, he saw a spark of hope. Jamal took the plunge, packed his bags, and within months, his salary shot up to 5 times what he earned back home. Plus, his employer covered his accommodation, transportation, and even his annual airfare back to the Philippines. Now, instead of worrying about bills, Jamal is focusing on his dream of saving for a house and securing a bright future for his family. In Qatar, life is a blend of modern luxury and rich tradition. Although the country adheres to Islamic customs, there's no shortage of world-class amenities to enjoy. The hospitality industry thrives with plenty of opportunities for those in the tourism sector. And let's not forget about the healthcare and construction boom. Expats find themselves not only living comfortably, but saving more than they ever could back home. Ready to make your move? Qatar offers a unique chance for financial stability and career growth. Whether you're in healthcare, construction, or hospitality, the opportunities are rich and the rewards are endless. So do you have what it takes to answer the call? If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button and drop your thoughts in the comments. Still not subscribed? What are you waiting for? Don't miss out on more incredible destinations to take your career and life to the next level. Stick around, because the next country could be the one that changes everything for you. What if you could step off the plane in the US with a dream in your pocket and a paycheck that could change your life forever? Sounds like a Hollywood movie, right? Well, for many Filipinos, it's a reality. And in 2025, the United States still tops the list as a gold mine for skilled workers. The US has long been the ultimate destination for Filipino professionals. Nurses, IT specialists, engineers, you name it, the opportunities are massive. Whether you're in healthcare, tech, or education, the US economy is booming and there's no shortage of job openings. This means a wide array of industries are looking to hire talented Filipinos. Here's a fact. Filipino healthcare workers in the US can make anywhere from 200,000 to 500,000 pesos a month. And if you're in IT or engineering, you're looking at salaries that can reach even higher. That's a huge leap from what most of us are making back home. Now picture Marco. He was a nurse in Manila, earning just enough to get by. But after hearing about the huge demand for Filipino healthcare workers in the US, Marco took a shot. Fast forward a few years and he's now earning 5 times what he did in Manila. Not only that, but he's now working towards bringing his family over and securing a future for them in the land of opportunity. But here's the truth. The US isn't all glitz and glamour. Sure, you'll earn a great salary, but living in cities like New York or LA comes with a hefty price tag. The rent, the food, the bills, they can eat up your paycheck faster than you think. That said, smaller cities or suburban areas might offer a more affordable lifestyle while still keeping your career on track. For Filipinos looking to level up their careers, the US provides a platform to dream bigger and live better. It's not just about the money, it's about establishing a future, growing your career, and having the chance to live the life you've always wanted. It's tough, it's competitive, but the rewards are there. What's your take? Could the US be your next destination for success? Let me know what you think. Keep that conversation going, because we're diving deeper into more exciting options ahead. What if I told you that the daily grind of living in the Philippines, struggling with traffic and long work hours, could be a thing of the past? What if you could wake up to breathtaking mountains, crystal clear beaches, and a job that not only pays well, but also gives you the work-life balance you've always wanted? It may sound like a dream, but for many Filipino expats, this is their reality in New Zealand. But how did they get there? Was it as easy as packing a suitcase and hopping on a flight? Let me tell you about Andrea. She used to work 2 jobs in Manila, one as a nurse in a crowded hospital and another as a part-time caregiver. Even with all her hard work, she felt stuck, struggling to make ends meet, never having enough time for herself or her family. It was exhausting, and she began to wonder if there was more to life than endless shifts and traffic jams. One day, Andrea heard about New Zealand's growing demand for healthcare workers. It was the perfect opportunity, she thought. Maybe this could be my chance to change everything. But the decision wasn't easy. The thought of leaving everything behind, the people she knew and the comfort of home, it was terrifying. But Andrea took the risk, and it paid off. Now, Andrea is working in a small town in New Zealand, making more money than she ever did in Manila, around 250,000 pesos a month as a nurse. She has the flexibility to spend time with her family, and the pressure of constant work has been replaced with a sense of peace. Life is no longer a battle. Her new reality is everything she hoped for: more time, more money, and more happiness. But let's face it, New Zealand isn't perfect. Yes, the pay is great, with salaries ranging from 150,000 to 270,000 pesos for skilled workers like nurses, construction professionals, and tradespeople. But the journey isn't without its hurdles. The paperwork, the visas, and adjusting to a new culture can be overwhelming. And not to mention, while the country's work-life balance is enviable, it can take time to adapt to the slower pace after the fast-paced life of Manila. But for Andrea and many others, the rewards have been worth the challenge. New Zealand's demand for skilled workers means there's room for you too. Whether you're in healthcare, agriculture, or construction, the job market is booming. You're not just moving to a new country for a paycheck, you're moving to a place that values your well-being. And let's not forget the beautiful natural surroundings. From beaches to mountains, providing endless opportunities for adventure, many workers in New Zealand also enjoy flexible hours, making it easier to enjoy these breathtaking landscapes outside of work. Andrea made the leap, and it changed her life. Now imagine what your life could look like if you made that same leap. If you're still watching, drop a moji in the comments. We're about to dive into more incredible destinations for Filipino expats. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Let's not sugarcoat it. Life in the UAE can be ruthless. You land in Dubai or Abu Dhabi with a huge dream of earning tax-free money, living in a luxurious high-rise, and rubbing elbows with the world's elite. But guess what? It's not all sunshine and skyscrapers. The cost of living will hit you harder than you think. The glitzy malls, the sparkling streets, they're not there to make you feel at home. They're there to remind you that you're just one step away from sinking or swimming in the cutthroat expat game. Take Joaquin, for example. Back in Manila, he was struggling just to pay rent and send money back to his family. But when he saw the ad for a position in Dubai offering tax-free salary and housing allowances, he thought, this is it. It was the lifeline he needed. But there was a catch. Moving to Dubai meant leaving everything behind, including the safety net of his home country. No more comfort zone. No more guaranteed support. He risked everything. He stepped off that plane and into a city where survival meant keeping up with the relentless pace of competition. Within months, Joaquin found himself in the heart of Dubai's tech industry, earning 250,000 pesos a month. But it didn't come easy. He had to hustle harder than ever, prove his worth, and battle his way to the top in a city that demands nothing less than perfection. The UAE is a magnet for Filipino expats, offering tax-free salaries that can range anywhere from 60,000 to 300,000 pesos per month, depending on your job. It's no wonder that people jump at the chance. But here's the brutal truth. Securing a position here isn't a walk in the park. The competition is fierce. Healthcare workers, engineers, and IT experts dominate the high salary brackets, but even in fields like retail and hospitality, the pressure to perform is unforgiving. And here's where it gets real. Life in the UAE isn't all glamour. Sure, your employer might offer perks like housing allowances, health insurance, and even free flights back to the Philippines, but none of that matters if you can't keep up. Rent prices will chew up a big chunk of your income, and let's not forget the fact that everything is designed to be an obstacle. So what's it going to be? Sink or swim? The cost of living here, sky high. A swanky apartment in Dubai might seem like a dream, but it comes with a price tag that'll make you question if the money's even worth it. Sure, the salary's good, but it's not enough to take your foot off the pedal. You can't slack off here. You won't last if you do. The UAE is a world of excess and competition, and only the strong and the strategic survive. But here's the kicker. For those who make it, the rewards are beyond your wildest expectations. If you can navigate the maze of high costs, cultural challenges, and grueling work hours, you'll find yourself in one of the most lucrative, vibrant, and rewarding environments on the planet. Are you ready to fight for your future in the UAE? It's a high-risk, high-reward situation, but remember, it's not for the faint of heart. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. How far would you go for success? Stay tuned, because the next country on our list will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about living abroad. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Let's cut to the chase. Germany isn't just about bratwurst and beer. It's a powerhouse of industry, innovation, and opportunity. You might have heard about Germans being serious and disciplined, but have you ever wondered if that could work to your advantage? Think of this. Imagine you're 30 years old, tired of being stuck in Manila, working a 9-to-5 grind and seeing no way out. You check your social media and see that your friend Bayani just landed in Germany and he's living large, buying his first car and sending money home every month. Wait a second, how did he get there? And why didn't you think of that? Let me tell you Bayani's story. Bayani was fed up with being stuck in a low-paying job in the Philippines. He was drowning in bills, struggling to save up for his future, and wondering if this was all life had to offer. Then one day, Bayani saw an ad for jobs in Germany, a country with a massive shortage of skilled workers in engineering, healthcare, and IT. The catch? They were offering competitive pay, relocation assistance, and even free healthcare. He was skeptical at first. Could this really be his way out? Here's the kicker. Bayani didn't just take the plunge, he leaped. He risked everything. He handed in his resignation, packed his bags, and flew across the globe. And guess what? He found himself in Germany with a starting salary of 150,000 pesos per month, plus perks like language classes and housing assistance. Suddenly, life wasn't so tough anymore. Fast forward a year, Bayani is now thriving in Munich, working for one of the top engineering firms in Europe. He's earning more than he ever could have dreamed of back in the Philippines, living in a country with a high standard of living, world-class public services, and a perfect balance between work and life. But the road wasn't without its obstacles. Sure, there was the language barrier. Sure, there was the uncertainty of starting fresh in a foreign country. But Bayani wasn't about to let that stop him. He got government-sponsored language lessons, learned the ropes, and adapted quickly. Germany's healthcare professionals, engineers, and IT specialists are in such high demand that employers are practically begging for workers. And you know what the best part is? They're offering salaries that range from 150,000 to 300,000 pesos per month, with relocation assistance, language training, and even opportunities for long-term residency. So what's your excuse? Imagine being able to send money back home without worrying about your next paycheck. Imagine a life with better opportunities, higher wages, and a better quality of life. But let's keep it real. Germany isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It's cold. And the language barrier? Yeah, it's tough. But guess what? Employers are so desperate for skilled workers, they're offering language training to help you settle in. They want you to succeed. The question is, are you ready to take the plunge? Are you willing to face the unknown for the opportunity to finally change your life? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who else is tired of just surviving and is ready to thrive? And stay tuned, because the next country might just hold the key to your next big opportunity. She was told it was impossible that a woman from a small barangay in Zambales with no connections and a worn-out pair of shoes could never make it big. But Tala didn't listen. Her mother was sick, her siblings were hungry, and Manila had swallowed every peso she earned as a private nurse. No savings, no hope, just long hours and the haunting thought that she'd never escape the cycle. Then came Saudi Arabia, a name that once scared her, a place she only knew from whispered stories of strict rules, sandstorms, and sleepless nights. But it promised something her home couldn't, a real salary. And she took it. Now, Tala earns over 180,000 pesos a month, tax-free. Her employer provides free housing, daily transport, and full medical benefits. Back home, her family eats 3 meals a day. Her mother's getting treatment, her siblings are in school. But let's not romanticize it. Saudi Arabia isn't paradise. Tala cried her first month there. The culture shock? Brutal. No malls like home, no jeepneys, no karaoke. Every move watched, every word measured. Still, she stayed, and she's winning. Why are Filipinos still flocking to Saudi Arabia? Because the kingdom's Vision 2030 is opening massive doors in IT, healthcare, construction, even tourism. Salaries range from 45,000 to 225,000 pesos, depending on your skill. Yes, it's hard, but for Tala, hard was staying home with no way out. So now I ask you, would you endure the sacrifice if it meant giving your family the life they deserve? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't blink, because next up is a country that might just outpay all the rest